Shit.
The video is now a new
Spitting
recording.
straight fire.
We were
Oh, there we
wondering,
go.
Like, where did he go? Phone overheated. He was gone. That's crazy. Did you hear Seth talk about the gumball machine?
Nope. Missed it.
That's where we're at. I didn't want to keep talking about it because I thought you would have something funny to say about it.
So you?
Not really. The only thing that struck out to me is he's framed as like this horrific guy for throwing the gumball machine away after the fact. When it's just like he was being a nice guy. He's paying her fucking rent. He didn't care about the gumball machine. But the movie made a point to be like, look at this scumbag. He just threw the trash after.
It did kind of justify that. I just thought it was funny. But now I'm like on your side a little bit.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
I just thought it was funny that he bought this thing that, like, you would assume the nice gesture, he would keep part of that for himself, you know? He wouldn't make, because that makes it obvious the nice gesture is strictly manipulative and there's no gain on your side. Because the gumball machine, even if it's not functional, is still like a memento of things you've done for somebody you care about, which it clearly is not when you throw it away. But the funny thing, sorry for that weird little tangent. The funny thing is that they like their front doors face each other, like 9 feet away, and he just like throws in the garbage. She would see. She
would see it. Yeah.
She would hear it immediately and be like, "What was that?" Oh, what the fuck?
Look out her window.
Yeah, I just have $2 for nothing now.
I would rather have the gumball machine.
She goes and gets it back so you can sell it again.
My next note here is that's a weekly thing for them.
Yeah,
that's how it starts. Here's $2. I'll throw out your gumball machine, and you'll get it back.
It's an old ritual, old romance. You wouldn't get it.
But this next note had me laughing a lot because Zach comes home. The skateboard is like in a garage.
Yeah,
and he just comes home, and in his garage is the skateboard and just some girl dancing together. Like he doesn't know her. This is Jenny. This is Maggie's daughter. Yeah, but like he doesn't like they're not like close or anything.
Yeah, he accidentally met her once. She was getting bullied and he like accidentally knocked the kid over.
Yeah. But like she's just in his garage dancing with his living skateboard.
And he's like, "Hey, no girls."
It's just
She just broke into his garage.
Yeah. Just playing music, hanging out with the skateboard. And he turns it off. She's like, "What the hell? I was dancing with your skateboard. Why would you turn the music off?"
They're just dancing here. So this is Jenny. It's Maggie's daughter. Maggie's the one that gave him the board. And they talk about their dead mom and their dead dad together immediately. It turns off the music. And she's like, "You've got a dead mom? Well, my dad, he kicked the bucket too."
Yeah.
They have a little
good bonding.
Heart. Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, no mom and no dad? Recipe for love coming up."
Yeah.
I'll be your dad.
That's what he said.
I
see we're stealing quotes.
But the car salesman and Maggie are kind of together. I didn't know that they were going to be together. Like, were they dating the whole time? Did they just start at one point? Was it
they said they've been dating for a while.
Okay.
And it's like it's like kind of dating because she said I'm still grieving, but I'll go out with you and let you buy me stuff.
At least she was straight up.
I'll let you throw out my gumball machine.
You can throw away any of my antiques.
And so they're together. So that cuts off anything about Frank and Maggie maybe being together. But Zach is preparing a nice dinner for Jenny to come over. Are they dating after one heart?
No, he's just being a nice neighbor. I think she's too young for him even. I don't think there was romantic between the two of them necessarily.
He was setting up for a romantic dinner, though.
I think more for his father.
You think so?
Or maybe even him and the mom, because he had a connection with her.
He had a connection with Maggie.
Like Stacy's mom deal.
Hero leave without a reward after feeding my goldfish to an electrician.
But
I think he's trying to spruce it up, make it nice.
He put a candle in a Coke bottle.
He did. That's one of my
He didn't have a candle holder. Oh, yeah. That's a quote.
Just a visual.
Yeah.
I'll say it now, because he puts the candle in the Coke liter bottle and he goes, perfectamundo.
Oh, he did say perfectamundo. That's right.
Like he's Bart fucking Simpson.
He put the finishing touch on it, yeah.
My note here is crazy. It's Zach is preparing a nice dinner for Jenny to come over. Oh, and Jenny is dying and needs surgery.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They had to throw in the sick kid thing. Your mouse is right on my nose. That's awesome. Don't move. Put it on Lucas's nose. Woo! It's itchy.
But yeah, so she needs surgery. She's dying. Maggie's
Don't
gonna be
invoke
all
itchy.
alone, probably.
Not invoking itchy. That was an adjective.
And dinner is a wreck when Zach.
If you say itchy in the mirror 3 times, he appears.
A stormtrooper
cries.
comes in and
He appears and cries.
you say itchy 3 times in the mirror. A stormtrooper comes in and destroys your room.
Your Phantom doll.
Breaks your Game Boy.
Breaks my Bantham down.
And Itchy's jerking off in the corner the whole time.
Itchy is?
Yes.
Oh yeah, because Itchy's the one that
Itchy's
I was
the
thinking
grandpa.
Lumpy. Yeah.
Yeah, you fool.
But dinner's a wreck when like Zach blows up the whole kitchen, like food's everywhere because you put tinfoil in the microwave.
For 45 minutes he did.
You put tinfoil in the microwave once.
I did, yeah. I put an Arby's sandwich in the microwave, and half
In
a
the
second
science
later,
oven?
it started on fire. In the science oven, yeah.
That's from American Hustle, my favorite scene. With
Haven't
J
seen
Law. People hate
When
it. I
she's in
think
that-
it's good.
I enjoyed it. I need
'Cause
to
she-
watch it again.
yeah,
When
'cause
she's in
Bradley
that
Cooper-
white dress.
Gives her, that's fire too. And he gives her like a microwave and he's like, now don't put metal in the science oven. And then he leaves and she's like, fucking, I could put metal in the fucking science oven. And then blows the house all up. Yeah.
You can't.
Can't do it.
I get American Hustle, American Beauty mixed up.
An American Pie.
American
American
Hustle's a
Pie.
lot more fun.
An
American Pie is the
Gangster.
most fun though.
American Beauty's like the Oscar one.
An American Psycho.
Yeah.
I've
think
seen
it's made
American
by a
Psycho.
rapist.
Made
American
by a
Psycho's
rapist?
Yeah.
Isn't like
think-
every movie made by a rapist?
In some
Anymore?
form or fashion.
Yeah.
Damn. Well,
It's not. Don't say damn. Like
Damn.
it's some big. Thing.
well,
Ah, shucks. Moving on.
well. Maggie came with Jenny, and Frank or Maggie are kind of hitting it off. But then Dan shows up to their dinner party and is so upset that Maggie is there.
Yeah,
what
Maggie's.
is he-
Threatens Frank.
What is he doing here?
I don't know.
He's said, I got new ideas for my commercial, my reshoots. My
Oh,
son came up
God,
with
yeah.
ideas, yeah. And then he looks in the corner and goes, Maggie! She's like cowering, hiding.
She
from
is.
him.
She's like, well, she's like playing with her hair. Like, he's like, oh, Dan, I didn't see it. But Brandon thought she was just poking herself in the forehead. It rewound. It's like, what is she doing? Poking herself in the forehead or something?
I'm such an idiot.
That's what you do when you're nervous. Oh God. Yeah, I thought that was really funny. She looked like a victim of domestic abuse, like
Oh, for sure.
cowering over there.
But yeah, he threatened
Hiding.
Frank because she was over
Yeah.
there. He's like, we need to get out of here. And so now you get a
we
montage
gotta
of
go.
Zach escaping some bullies on
Did
the
we
boards.
say that the dad still has the clown hair? It was stuck to his head.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah, it's like super.
He's a
important to
clown
this
hair
scene,
the whole
yeah.
time, yeah.
He has clown hair the whole time. It's stuck to his head from the shoot from earlier, or he like just likes it there. I guess.
No,
Maybe it's
because he super glued it, remember?
Yeah.
It's like, I can't get it off, I super glued it. And then the kid's like, Dad, get it off!
Pulling on his scalp.
What do you think it means? I was
So the
dying,
dad's-
yeah.
The dad sounds like legitimately mad in the scene too. Like,
Mhm.
like the actor was actually hurt from trying to get it
Yeah.
off of him. Zach, stop!
Dad, get it off! Quit playing around!
And he played it off really well during the dinner, but he made some horrible noises, like trying to. He's like playing with Jenny, you know, and is like, "Oh, I'm a
man,
clown,
that's so
haha."
funny.
And he looks at the mom with his teeth. He's, and she's
She's like, oh my God.
She's like sweating.
A man after
How
my own heart.
handsome! Yeah.
Well, after
The
dinner and
quickest
all
way to a
this,
man's heart.
it cuts to a montage of Zach escaping some bullies on the boards.
His
One of these
arteries.
bullies ate shit. We had to rewind it a couple times to see if he got like tripped or if he ran into somebody. But no, one
Oh,
of the
yeah.
dudes,
There's a chase
fell
scene, he
on
just
their
falls
board.
off a skateboard.
this kid ate shit. And Jenny opens up to Zach about Dan and his son and the deadbeat mom.
Yeah. Emotions.
She hates Dan. She's like, I don't want him to be stepdad.
This is in the tree house.
I don't remember where this took place.
Okay,
I think
but she's
so.
about to tell
In
the
the water
story.
pump area.
I don't remember where this is, but yes. And she hates him. And she tells him about how Dirty Dan stole 1 gajillion gold from her aunt and uncle, but got shot in both eyes by the sheriff.
Yeah.
I missed that.
Yeah, I had to rewind that part for Brandon.
It's like, wait, both eyes? You got shot in both eyes?
Rand's like, what is the story she's telling? Well, basically, Dan's great-grandpa stole the gold from Maggie's great-grandma, and then the sheriff shot him in the eyes. You were like, what?
$1 gagillion. Like,
Yeah,
what?
She did say $1 jillion.
How do you survive a double eyeball shot?
Though he died shortly after.
Oh.
But the fact that he had the time to like draw a map and hide the gold after being shot in the eyes is insane.
The map was only like 2 blocks worth of the town, too.
It was the town.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's not that big, but
My uncle had stolen gold. We know this. He buried it.
know this. But there is a rumor
Do you know where it is?
that there is
It's near Bannock, allegedly.
Bannock.
There
is a rumor that there is a map to the treasure of the gold, and if they can find it first. And then you get another junkyard skateboard chase montage with some hide and seek going on. And Dan is going to propose to Maggie with the impetus, good word, of having her mortgage paid off.
We talked about that the other night. You was like, is impetus right?
Yeah. And she agrees to this wedding at 12 o'clock tomorrow. I was like, whoa,
noon.
Quick turnaround on the wedding here. Better plan. And Zach listens in on Dan's conversation about he's marrying
the I own you card.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And Zach overhears that he's marrying
because he co-signed her loan.
Correct. He's marrying her for the
going
property.
to if she agreed to marry.
Which is I always like to comment that it's a kids movie or a family movie ostensibly. Like there's such a focus on the minutia of taxes,
good
and
word,
paperwork, and things that adults barely find interesting.
Right? Kids like, wow.
I don't know. It's just like a fundamental misunderstanding.
Bills work.
There's what tension is. Of like they ramp up the tension, and how do they do that with like logistical paperwork and bureaucracy?
Yeah, there's more talk of mortgages than there is of the treasure that exists,
or skateboards,
or skateboards. Mortgage.
Well, they show don't tell with the skateboards. To be
they're
fair.
doing good.
The Gold Rush, the Skateboard Kid, the Mortgage Dilemma should have been the title of this movie.
Also, kind of a side note, there's been a banker in a couple scenes at this point who's been like, your mortgage is past due. Oh. And she's like, I know. But the banker's name is Banks. That's what they call him.
That's good.
And he's like on the dealer's, he's on the dealer side.
His name's Gator.
His name's Gator.
But he does hear that Zach hears that Dan is marrying Maggie for the property, and he's now gonna covertly steal some of the map of the city to get that gold. The gold. And Zach is caught by Earl, the worker of Dan, but is able to escape with his board and gets like liquid concrete poured into Dan's prize Mustang. That Mustang's fucked now.
It's been fucked.
Yeah.
But Zach ends up getting cornered as everyone's after him. Yeah. But he's able to skate off into the night on power lines.
No. Let's not.
He does
skate on.
He brought the Kobe Bryant aspect of it.
Bit. Yeah, he jumps so high.
Yeah, he does do
over
a 40-inch ollie over a truck.
He's being cornered by 4 different parties that want him dead for some reason.
Yeah,
and he jumps straight up into the power lines.
And then skates, with no like momentum going left or right, somehow grinds off like Tony Hawk style. Like if you connect to it, you can grind it.
Yeah.
Maybe they were downhill power lines.
The tech dudes with the downhill racetrack.
Is that a quote?
That was a commercial for the tech downhill racetrack. Yeah. But it's wedding time basically. He's escaped. Frank and Maggie.
Rummage time.
Frank and Maggie have like a heart-to-heart before her wedding about her being in the wedding dress and whether he was invited to their wedding or not. And I was like, you guys like just met and
did a date plus lined out, I guess. I missed that too.
They did. Well, he was like, hey, we should have dinner again sometime in front of her current boyfriend. And she was like, yeah, sounds good. Like trying to get out the door, which usually would mean like, no, we're not going to do that again. This is my boyfriend right here who's yelling at you and your boss. But to him, it was like, you can't get married without me.
we still have one more date.
Yeah.
And so Jenny was pissed to be the flower girl at the wedding. Just like throwing, just frowning. And Zach has
Why
a
would they
plan.
make her do that?
I don't know.
She's clearly upset.
Zach has a plan. He's going to send Rip in with
The skateboard.
Scarecrow on him. Yeah. Rip is the name of the Scarecrow. Rip Thomas.
This is another one of my quotes here. Yeah.
I think mine too.
I think I have this too.
I think we should just do it now. To
My
set
quote,
a scene
yeah.
for the audience.
My quote is, as he's putting the Scarecrow on the skateboard, he goes, "We have no other chance. This is our only chance. The only conceivable way
That
we
was
can get
not
out of
mine,
this situation
actually.
That
is by
wasn't mine
putting the
either.
Scarecrow on the skateboard."
But that's great. Yeah, they put it on him. He drives the Scarecrow in, and Rip brings the treasure map in the Scarecrow's hand to Jenny, and she sees it. She interrupts the wedding to tell her mom that Dan has ill intentions in the marriage. And Zach, everybody's mad. Zach comes in, takes off on Rip, while the whole town chases on skateboards and golf carts and four-wheelers and all modes of transportation.
All manners of things.
And Maggie and Frank are just ready to make out.
Dude, that shit was so funny.
She's leaving Dan at the altar, and they're like, "Oh, let's make out here."
Like, oh, you didn't get married? That's crazy. Yeah, what a weird time. You guys have met probably a total of 20 minutes you've known each other.
They're so horny.
Cumulatively. And they're about to go in, not just like a kiss, like a peck on the cheek or anything.
No.
Like a full-out passionate, like they're turning their heads, hands to cheeks.
Ass cheeks.
Yes.
But he's running out of space as everybody's chasing him as he's coming up on a lake. What is he to do? He's able to escape because Rip can fly.
Sure can.
He
Out of
flies
pure
that skateboard.
sentience, pure willpower. They don't explain it. Much like Mel, they don't explain how this could be. This could come to be.
At least with Mel, it's like maybe he's not really a turtle. Maybe he was the monster of
They have wings.
question mark lake. Well, neither do planes.
Yeah, they do.
I think they did.
Are they called wings? I was hoping I could get off on a technicality here.
They're only called wings.
Helicopters have wings.
They don't.
Their arms. The
But like
plane.
with Mel, it was like you could at least maybe explain that away. He's a skateboard. There's no like, oh, he's
With a motor on him.
and he's magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Going
can
really fast. Yeah.
Well, there
Lightning
was
is
one person
colliding.
whose the pursuit was still on. It was
He's
Cam.
not flying. He's falling with style.
It's Dan's son, Cam, is not going to give up.
I
He's
just came up with that.
chasing him on the four-wheeler when he rips the antenna out of Rip and just starts whipping Zach with it. Like, mid...
Yeah, and Zach's just like, ow, hey, ow.
And then he's like shoves him off the road, and Cam also steals the map and then just pushes him over a cliff. I was like, goodness gracious.
So funny.
The whipping was the funniest part, but
Hilarious.
Zach has
Also pushing a kid down a cliff because his dad ruined your dad's marriage.
Yeah.
Well, they're also,
Zach,
star-crossed enemies.
They
Zach
are
has to
rivals of
say a
sorts.
sad goodbye
Of
to Rip,
jorts.
as Rip is
Jorts.
dead after he fell off the cliff and had his antenna ripped out.
Yeah, ripped out.
Um,
Not very
you can't
sad.
I think he's dead because he's like crushed down there. Like
Probably.
he's torn up because he was still talking after the antenna was ripped out.
Yeah, that's true.
Just
But
sad.
Cam gives Dan,
Yeah.
gives his father the map, but he says it isn't a real map. He's like, this isn't real.
Sorry, where are we? He gives his dad the map that he stole.
Yes.
Yeah, it was like a birth certificate or something.
But
It
Zach,
wasn't a map at all.
remember that hat that we mentioned before? Here's where it comes in. Zach comes to a realization that the treasure map was connected to his mother, who is dead.
Oh!
He noticed that his hat, because at the bottom of Rip on the skateboard, he put like this little peace sign mirror on it.
Yeah, he did.
The hat was upside down, and he looks in that mirror, and in the reflection, it says "Mom," and it all clicks
Sometimes the thing
when we touch.
you're looking for staring you right in the eye or face
Is buried 6 feet under.
Sometimes your mom's dead.
And so he realizes it all clicks for him. He's skating back home when the rubber tire of the ATV hits the motor
Oh no.
on the skateboard, bringing Rip back to life, and they fly to home. Really speeds things up. And Zach steals the map from Dan, sees it upside down to tell him Like there were like codes on it or something. He flips it upside down. It
Did
says
we skip the part with Snake already?
water tower.
Yeah, Snake turned.
Yeah, Snake turned.
That's right.
We didn't even go
I
over
didn't even
that.
say that. No.
Yeah. Because he's being chased by the kid again to get the real map.
Correct.
Yeah. But Snake was the one that helped him up from the ravine he was stuck in.
Yeah.
Why?
In that cliff.
He's been kind of, you know what, to their credit, he was kind of foreshadowed to not enjoy being in the criminal
The gang.
in the gang of skateboarders. He was every once in a while he'd be like, he was the cool guy where they're all chasing him. He's like, I'm gonna sit and eat my sandwich. I don't give a shit. You guys go chase that kid. Like he just stayed behind and ate his food.
They made this. They made this sandwich for us,
You're right.
guys. Like,
wait,
it was rummage time.
I try. Yeah, he's got like 4 words in the whole movie. But yeah, he turns on him. He's being chased in the 4-wheeler, and I think Zach is like now or shouts something, and he's got a cord he's draped across the road.
That's right.
He pulls it tight and kills the
Clotheslines
kid.
Cam.
Yeah, decapitates him.
Pretty much.
Neck style. Yeah.
That's why they get the real map. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he flips it around, and it says water tower.
Yeah, they couldn't decipher it until now.
Nobody
Because of
thought,
this-
well, that looks like letters just upside down.
Nobody thought
But he
that.
knew.
I didn't think that, to be fair.
And so they go to the water tower and they smash it open, which reveals a shit ton of gold. Dan starts to
Coins.
yell to tell
I thought that was
Higgins.
That
What?
was really goofy.
I thought it was goofy. They were coins and not like gold bars or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, or just
Because
like
it made
nuggets
it
of it.
seem like it was like $70 worth of stuff they found.
70 Sacagawea coins. Yeah.
Yeah, just doubloons from
Yeah.
the pirate era.
But Dan starts to tell Higgins, who is the sheriff, that the gold is still his because in the deed, he gets all of her land. But
We also, yeah, go ahead.
Frank noticed a loophole. That the deed with the land was only for livable residences. And the sheriff's like, you can't live in the water tower.
Yeah, the climax is, and it's like up in the air still too until Dan accidentally damages the sheriff's car. Like he like accidentally like kicks it and knocks something off of it, and then he's like, "Oh, well, actually, you can't live there."
You bitch.
And then
He's gonna be
there-
like, well,
we skipped some point. Why were they towing the Mustang on the back of the skateboard at some point?
Oh, there.
I don't know.
What was the reason for that? I looked up and he was struggling to tow the skateboard like tugboat style.
He was trying to save the day during this whole
Mr.
thing,
Krabs.
like before the water tower went down.
Okay.
I can't believe we just like skipped over this. This is a crazy scene. He's towing it up the hill. Don't know why. I don't know what his plan is with that. The Earl guy, the sidekick of Dan, comes out
Lurch.
with a gun. Lurch has a shotgun. Shoots
yeah.
the skateboard. Not the kid. Shoots the skateboard. And then the car starts falling back down, breaks the water tower over. So I don't know if that was his plan all along to tow
Bait
it
him
up.
into
I don't think
to
he's gonna
bait
bait him
Lurch.
into shooting him. I think he was gonna like drop the car. I don't know, because he's just like, "Come on,
Oh,
you can
yeah.
do it, skateboard." I forget it, Rip.
A
You
way,
can do this because
to
the skateboard's towing the car by
Yeah.
itself.
a way to
He's just
destroy
standing
the
on it,
water
making it
tower?
even harder for him. What's that?
A way to just destroy the water.
That's what I
tower?
think
That's
kind
the
of like,
only
yes.
thing. That's the only thing that makes any sense.
Yeah, he did
Yeah.
fire
Such
a shotgun.
dramatic.
So yeah, he has a gun and he shoots the skateboard, and it falls into the water tower. They see all the doubloons. The sheriff makes a decision because he's judge, jury, and executioner of the town's too small to have a lawyer.
Correct.
So the
go
network
over the
director
contract.
has to look at one deed that says, "Oh, that's not a residence. That's
Yeah.
not yours."
Fully structure, yeah.
Maggie gets to
So
keep all the
stupid.
family gold.
Dwelling
Her and
structure.
Frank make out.
Immediately.
And Zach looks on as
That scene was funny too, because he's just the dad just getting sloppy seconds from the kid.
Yeah.
Like the kid's been romancing the mom the whole time, and she's like, "You saved the day," and the dad's like, "Me
Yeah.
too."
No, it's like it's all
a-
genetic.
It's genetic, yeah. And she's like, "Oh,
Cooks him.
fine. I guess since we're similar in age or whatever."
it's genetic.
Yeah.
Well,
that's-
then
I'm that guy's
looks
dad.
on- Zach looks on as Rip.
I'm your hero's dad.
As Riff
Fuck.
is dead from the gunshot wounds, but as he says goodbye, a little volt is seen still pulsing through Rip. And Maggie and Frank are now getting married, and that is the end of the Skateboard Kid. with a little music video with what we could assume was the Trash Kittens.
It was. It said
It
performed
was.
by the Trash
But then
Kittens.
it was Zach as the lead singer in the
Yeah.
band. I don't know.
So I don't know if he was lip syncing or if it was actually his band, but
But that is the end of the Skateboard Kid.
holy shit, Salt Lake is huge.
Population-wise?
No, the
actual lake.
I'm looking at Utah. It's like 5% lake. That's kind of crazy.
I'm trying to see.
Are you Googling Utah?
No, I'm Googling
Look at how many giant ones
Skateboard
there
Kid.
are.
This doesn't look like the lead guy for Skateboard Kids.
The Trash Kitten singer?
What was the main? Is Gabe Witcher, was he in the movie?
No.
Yeah, so there you go.
Look at how big some of the lakes are on the bottom of like Canada and whatnot.
I don't give a shit about Canada.
Sorry. I didn't think you gave a shit about Utah.
Contrary.
I've been to Utah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But that is going to end it this week in our talk of lakes. That means we can get into some queers.
Should we pause?
We'll get into some queers.
Should
I
we
think
pause?
Let's get into some pause.
Should we pause?
I think he paused before he said, should we pause?
Now that'll
Are we
be on his
paused?
recording.
Ooh. We're paused. I'm paused.
We're paused.
Positively thrilled recording with you gentlemen.
Oh!
Hey! On your birthday.
On my birthday. Have you been unbuttoning like every 15, 20 minutes or something? Just like slowly,
Yeah, no, I'm
just fully unbuttoned. That's nice. That's always a good look. I wish I had the confidence to do it. It's a very summer look.
You're wearing a tank top though. That's pretty confident.
Yeah, one of the big hold ones too, not like a workout tank top.
Big
like
hold barb.
Ooh. No
The cool thing when
holds
I was in
barred.
school was a giant hold tank top.
Mm.
Like a big, you
Like
know.
All the way
This
down.
but ripped almost to the
Yeah,
the trim.
that was
Some
cool.
trim.
Some tail.
Ooh, I love tail.
Yellowtail shrimp.
Yellowtail
Tuna.
sushi.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I want
illegal.
some sushi. It's not illegal.
I'm still surprised you like sushi,
I love sushi.
but you don't like fish.
I hate seafood.
You're scared of it.
doesn't
I'm
make
scared
sense.
of food.
Fish.
Oh, I'm not scared of fish.
That doesn't make sense, Seth.
I love
Canonically.
sushi. It's true. It doesn't really fit my character arc.
Nah, you're kind of that guy. You got like a sword, I bet, somewhere.
Do you have a sword?
I do. I do have a sword.
It's his penis.
No, I have. I mean,
You
yeah,
have a real
that's a good joke. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I do have a literal sword. Yeah,
All right, I'm ready. Wait,
and I'm
no, I'm not.
ambivalent in nature.
Ambivalent. All right, I'm ready.
This is ambivalence.
1, 2, 3, play. All right, queers. How many we got?
Oh, fuck, I forgot to do that.
I've got 8. 3 of them are from Seth. Woo! I've got 8.
I think I have
Nice.
3 of them are from Seth.
7 or 8.
Okay, Lucas, you kick it off. Then me. Then Seth.
How many Seth have?
9. 79.
Attaboy. All right. My first one
Birthday
here, I'm going to go
boy.
backwards to just in celebration of Seth, I guess. My last one, I don't know. My last one here, the climax of the movie, the decision that the whole movie hinges upon, where, you know, it's a climax. This is the most important thing said in the whole movie. The sheriff goes, "You heard me, it's a damn utility structure. It is not a damn dwelling." And then the crowd erupts. We know our outcome of our movie.
They love that.
All hinging
Love
on
saying damn.
the specification of the type of structure.
Of livable residence.
I say it's a utility structure.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
I do declare.
He was pretty excited to say damn too.
He said damn a lot.
Mhm.
I brought this one up, but yeah, as Skateboard Kid is putting a scarecrow on a skateboard, he goes, Rip, it's our only chance. And
you love the other quote from that, right? Okay.
From Dan Tanner, our protagonist, in a true phrase of villainy, he goes, I finally bamboozled her into marrying me.
I feel like I had that.
Classic.
That's so good.
And then, yeah, we talked about this one too, but after he puts a candle in a Coke liter bottle, he goes, Perfecto Mundo.
That's a really good one.
That's romance. All right, go ahead, Brandon.
All right, my first one is the skateboard coming to life, and that night trying to get some sleep, apparently. The skateboards. Can anybody catch some Z's around here?
A skateboard.
Also Rip saying, I'm made to rock. I'm made to roll. I'm full of spunk and full of soul.
Why was he coded as black?
I don't know.
Ready to rock, I'm ready to roll for the spunk for the soul.
Skibbity-gibbity-goo.
Oh, he could have just been like a Jersey guy. I guess
he also could have been
Jersey too.
He could have been a Bill Cosby-esque.
Yeah.
Seth.
Jello soul.
Seth goes, did he just give her only $2 for the gumball machine? And then immediately Maggie goes, damn, that is way too much.
That's good timing.
And then my other one, Seth already kind of said this earlier, but Seth goes, I put an Arby's sandwich in the microwave once. Half a second, that thing was totally on fire.
It was.
But it's funny because when you said it, you didn't specify you put it in with the tinfoil wrapper.
But it's kind of implied that that's why it's on fire, though.
No,
I thought I put a regular Arby's sandwich in, and you're like, how is it on fire?
It's so funny that it's just Arby's just like
combusting. Arby's is made of, it's all the microplastics. Yeah. I made that joke the other night, too.
Seth, it's your turn.
Woo! I'm going to do all of them. Just kidding. This one's from Snake, my favorite character. He says, ugly.
That's it.
I think that's his. He says that 4 times in the movie. I don't think he says anything else. Besides like, whoa.
Whoa and ugly. Good dialogue.
Good dialogue. I don't know what the context for this is, but it's having a bad day. Uh-huh. Yep.
He was too. That was the context, yeah. Because the goon punched. I forgot we didn't even mention that. How Lurch, whatever his name is, punched his skateboard in half.
Earl.
That was so funny. He like tripped over it and he's got mad, so he grabbed it.
Yeah. And then he said, "Oh, sorry, kid."
Oh yeah, it was the mom that came to comfort him. She's like having a bad day, and he goes, "Uh-huh," and she goes, "Yep,
me too."
That's what. Me too.
Slay.
My third quote is from Brandon.
Ooh.
He's painting the skateboard. He's got silver spray paint. He's getting the bottom of Rip, and he's just like not symmetric at all. I don't know what the pattern is. And Brandon says, "Bad."
I was like, I don't know what you quoted from me, just bad.
Is the skateboard horny? This one is a quote. I just misheard what they said. Hey, Sack, you're late. Because I thought they called him Sack instead of Zach.
Some of your quotes are just nonsense.
I'm like an idiot or something.
Lucas finishes off.
When they find the skateboard given to him by Maggie, she goes, "This once belonged to the amazing for Weenie." I was like, "Who the fuck is this? Who cares?" After who's the main bad guy? Ponytail?
Dan.
No, Ponytail.
Cam.
So once Cam
I know everybody's name.
He releases the goons to lunch. And then as they're chowing down some sandwiches, they realize, oh my god, that's a geek outside. We gotta go beat him up. And he goes, "Come on, boys, it's showtime at the Apollo." What they say, to go beat up this nerd. And then my last one is when they're both Jeannie and Zach are riding Rip. Rip is a joking guy, so he goes, "By the way, you're only allowed 2 suitcases each." Maybe foreshadowing his future flight capabilities.
His apparent demise.
4 suitcases and 2 children on Rip at once.
Yeah, and it's still $800 minimum.
It's still crazy.
Flights are expensive.
To take a skateboard across the U.S. to fly a
To
skateboard.
to take a skateboard across a lake,
Yeah.
across a little pond.
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
experimental.
Yeah.
My other Seth quote, I don't know what the hell this is. He just goes, "Oh shit, skateboard dialogue written by Johnny Cocktails." It was in the credits.
Oh yeah,
That was his name.
All of
Johnny Cocktails wrote all of Rip's dialogue.
The Rip's dialogue was not in the script initially. Johnny Cocktails.
Who the fuck
wrote
is Johnny
that.
Cocktails?
I don't know. It was like specifically mentioned. But yeah.
That was really funny.
This is when carrying the scarecrow into the ceremony. This is the one we were talking about. Rip just goes, Rip just speaking out loud as a scarecrow goes, "Oh no, you guys better not start without me." Like Dan and Maggie are supposed to see a scarecrow. Like, oh, we forgot to wait for the scarecrow.
Like this is oh no too. Oh no, the wedding.
Oh no.
Me, I missed it. He's like trying so hard to be a human. And it's a scarecrow on a talking thing.
At a wedding.
I object.
Oh no.
I've loved her my whole life.
That would be
Oh,
really
Look
funny.
at Lucas.
What?
it's his +1.
Wait, the scarecrow's +1 is the skateboard, or the skateboards
Yeah.
is the scarecrow?
Yeah.
Both.
They're both invited, and they both invite
Yeah.
them as their +1.
Imagine the bride wrote a +1 and it was like her ex-lover that she's like still in love with. And
That could be a good script.
and the husband's like, what the fuck?
It's a good script.
It's not a good script. That's just not a marriage anymore. You'd be like, no, that's weird. Don't do that.
Good script.
Also, your +1 is all the
unless it was
invitations you send out. That's not a good
Arranged
script.
marriage.
Ooh, yeah, that's true. You invite your childhood best friend you used to play soccer with.
This sounds
Console
anecdotal.
hockey.
What? Me? No, I don't love anybody. Of course not.
And you've never been married.
Yeah, and I didn't play soccer.
So definitely not anecdotal.
You should write this.
I played for 8 years, you heathen.
Penultimate quote for me.
I did.
I think this is also Rip. He
Probably.
pushes the cake over into Dan and goes, "I now pronounce you man and cake."
That was sad.
Damn it.
That was
Really?
Yeah. And then the pastor
It
goes,
feels like a line that Johnny Cocktails would have written for Rip.
oh no, I'm with you. I understand why you thought it was Rip, but it was Sack.
Damn.
And then the pastor says, dearly beloved, have you all gone insane? And it's one guy causing it that he's mad at the whole room.
And my last quote is that true, Dan?
Of course. You
Had
see
to-
why it's so funny now, though?
You marry me for my treasure, Dan.
True, Dan.
Classic.
Like, seriously, hands on the hips.
Yeah. Because Jenny's like, look at this map. He's just trying to get your land. Is that true, Dan?
Scoffed.
Seth, finish yours off.
Oh, shit. I have more quotes. What the fuck is this? Every time he's on TV, he dies. I think that's a quote from you. I don't know. I don't know what this is. I think it's a quote from Brandon. Look at this. He's not going to comment on it.
I'm not going to comment on that. Yeah.
The second video, 3825.
I think there was a quote from Brandon about the dad being on TV.
Uh-huh.
Or maybe it was some... I don't know. I don't know. So my next quote... That's also Lucas's quote, actually. I finally bamboozled that MILF into marriage. I misheard him. I thought he'd said MILF. Whoa, I got scared. It's a scarecrow. Figures. That was Rip the first time he sees the scarecrow, foreshadowing.
Of course.
I don't know who this is, but I hate to kick and run, but bye.
I don't know the
Not a
context
pun,
for like
not a
any of your quotes.
I usually can think about it, but this movie was so nonsensical that I can't even like backpedal.
And at 2 a.m.
Yeah, yeah. Do you take Maggie as your wife? Oh, indeedy do. Is what Dan says. And that's the end of my quotes.
All right, quotes are finished. It's ratings time.
It's time to
Rate
ratings.
the bitch.
Somebody rate
that bitch. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't have any critics.
Woo!
So
At
just
all?
audiences at
What
all.
did Big Rog think?
I don't have critic reviews either, so.
Big Grog.
And you didn't do it.
Big
so.
Grog?
But I do have an audience score on Rotten Tomatoes.
Like the
Bye,
biggest
Grog.
drink?
Rotten Tomatoes, you say?
Yes.
Hold on, Brandon. I'm going to take my shirt off.
Okay. Do it.
Okay, I will. Just when you least expect it.
Okay.
I forget you can see me on there. I was waiting for you to turn away so I could do it secretly.
And you just knocked it. Like this
I did it
probably
secretly.
rattled so much.
You did do it secretly.
I'll say at 21%.
Okay. Seth?
This is
Sure
Rotten
did
Tomatoes
Seth?
user.
Yes.
38.
The winner today is Seth.
Shit ass.
It's a 53.
the fuck?
People.
Pete.
50% of people, more than 50% of people thought this was good.
That's a lot of people.
And then how about an audience score out of 10, Seth, on IMDb?
Ooh, man. 3.8.
Okay. Lucas?
Sorry, I'm going to keep touching your leg.
2.9.
One of you guys is so close.
It's a 4.1.
Slugworth.
It's a 2.8.
Fuck.
Slugworth.
Hey.
So we tied 2-2 today.
1-1.
1-1. Either way, it doesn't 0-0.
Suck
We tied.
it.
Okay.
No losers.
Yeah, only criminals.
That means I owe the listeners.
That's all right.
But that was the end of it?
Yeah. Because there are no critics. There's just the two. That means I owe the listeners a pill.
A kiss.
A kiss.
Oh, man. No, not me.
Oh. Yeah, because you
we have
barely
to
listen.
kiss all our listeners.
What episode are you on? Are you on season 7 yet?
I know I've listened to Great Wall.
You were listening to Bigfoot
Banger.
versus DB Cooper when we were golfing 4 weeks ago.
Oh, that's the one I'm on then. Yeah.
Great
You
Wall's a
haven't
good
gotten
episode.
any further.
Hmm?
You haven't gotten any further than that, though.
No.
But you're not going to listen to Red Notice.
No, because
And
I'm
you're-
not in it.
And you're
I'm
not
the
going to
main
listen to the
event.
50 Shades one.
No, because
And you're not going to listen to Napoleon Dynamite.
No, because I'm not in it. I've
Okay.
already skipped them. We're past those.
So you just got What We Do in the Shadows, and then you're into season 7.
Yeah, I guess that's right.
Oh, you're only like 12 episodes behind.
Really?
Well, there's 3 more that you still have to listen to in season 6.
Uh-huh.
And this is the 9th episode of season 7. So, yeah. And a bracket.
That's so much content.
Yeah, you're almost a season behind.
Hell yeah. Good deodorant.
So I owe our listeners a kiss. And now it's review time.
You have to mail them all lipstick. You have to put lipstick on and kiss an envelope and send it to every
that'd be
person
pretty
that
good.
listens to the show.
I have one
IOU.
2, 3, 4,
Style.
5, 6. I have 7 user reviews. There were only 10 available on IMDb.
Wow.
And there's like no returners. So my first one is by Recno64. April 16th, 2020. They say, I generally enjoy the average B movie from the 80s or 90s just for the nostalgia's sake. But this one was an exception as I did not laugh once or crack a smile. I did cringe a few times though, so yeah. Want a good 90s kid film?
That happened.
Check out The Sandlot. It was released the same year as this film, 1993, and does everything better. The kid characters are more relatable and likable. The story is simple and fits the movie better, and it honestly has more heart to it. Do watch The Sandlot. Like, watch it instead. Also, watch JonTron's The Skateboard Kid video on YouTube, as it made me laugh way more than the actual movie did. 1 out of 10.
True.
Is that true, Dan?
That's a stupid review.
Of course,
Yeah, I don't think
of course The
Sandlot's
Sandlot
a
is better.
good comparison point.
I hate when people are like, just watch this movie instead. Tell me what was wrong with this one before you get into other ones.
I mean, but of course The Sandlot is The Sandlot's very good.
Yeah, it's like a great movie.
Like an all-time classic. But
Yeah.
and do you
There's
recommend
thousands of those.
Jaws.
Yeah.
Do you recommend watching the JonTron video?
Yeah, I think you should. I think you should. I'm going to recommend that instead of the movie
'Kay.
when you ask at the
Getting
end.
ahead of
Oh,
it. Okay.
spoiler.
Whoa!
Jesus.
What, like on a car?
Next, Nightmare Lyle.
The little tail.
Nightmare Liar.
It's weird that that's the spoiler, right?
What?
The little like fin you put on the back of a car.
Yeah.
I thought a spoiler was something cooler or something more like techie.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel
like
like an engine fucking upgrade or something. You put a
Yeah.
spoiler on it. Yeah.
I thought it was like an extra exhaust pipe for more nitrous or something, and it's just like a
Yeah.
little. It's like putting a little butt on your car.
Well, spoilers are actually used to weigh down the car when you strip it out, so that it
Whoa.
creates an aerodynamic effect to it.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's nerd shit. It's not cool though. That's what I'm saying.
Some of them are cool.
No, they all look dumb. They all look like you're trying to be cool. Yeah.
Next one is by Nightmare Liar. Lyre. Liar. On May 7th, 2016, they say some movies kind of
Is that an
defy
instrument?
what?
The
A
liar.
Yeah.
liar? Yeah.
Hmm.
Some movies kind of defies
Like a
rating
lute.
it on its artistic merit. Yes,
Thank you.
the movie is a dated artifact of
Or a
90s
harp.
cheese with abysmal editing, special
Is a
effects,
lute not a harp?
plot, characters, and any
probably
sort
between the
of tonal
two.
cohesion.
I thought a lute was like a little guitar.
Yeah. I think a lyre is like a little guitar,
Full-on
but a harp.
conversation.
Yeah. A lyre's like
I
a
haven't heard a word. you
guitar is like a harp banjo.
said. That's sick as hell. Are you kidding me?
Lyre. Look it up.
I will.
Look it up.
Look it up.
So they.
Oh shit!
I want to see.
This one's a moon.
Oh yeah, I know those things.
It's like a harp banjo.
Yeah. Quit looking at me like that.
Yeah,
Your shirt's
incredulously.
supposed to be off.
That's right.
Some movies kind of defies rating it on an artistic merit. Yes, this movie is a dated artifact of 90s cheese with abysmal editing, special effects, plot, characters, and any sort of tonal cohesion. Yes, it looks like somebody's first film school movie if that movie was a family comedy that just so happens to have an animated talking skateboard voiced by Dom Louise in it. But really, at the end of the day, this is the sort of movie I feel is only fairly rated on its entertainment value. And this is a laugh-out-loud romp of ridiculousness. It's the sort of movie you want to watch with some friends and gander at how weird it is. It has tons of laugh-out-loud moments, a great soundtrack, and is just short enough to outstay its welcome. A great bad movie night in addition to add along Troll 2 and Birdemic. 10 out of 10.
A lute's like a broken guitar.
Yeah.
Look at that shit.
Yeah. I don't know why it bends like that. That's stupid.
Yeah.
But
So how do accordions work?
I think there's air in them.
No clue.
But you go like this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's keys on one side. The same way like a piano is touching different tensions of piano wire. So it plays at different frequencies, right?
This one's just touching air.
It's shifting
Closing
the air.
certain
It's
holes.
coming out, yeah, exactly. Like a saxophone.
Don't
Same
like it.
kind of
Wait.
don't like-
Whoa.
I'm
Whoa.
uncomfortable.
Whoa.
What?
We didn't give our ratings.
Oh my gosh.
Seth, what are you rating this film?
Is that supposed to be before?
Yeah, lasagna scale.
I forgot.
Damn.
You already gave
Sorry,
your recommendation too.
I did get my recommendation. I knew I was spoiling that one. Fuck. This movie is something. It's probably like a 3.7 Sean Alexander style.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Can you believe Daryl traded Sean Alexander for a defense in fantasy football in
crazy.
The Office?
Yeah, I can't believe they passed that off
This
as
is
like
2006
Well,
or 2005.
I need
Sean
a defense,
Alexander.
man. Yeah.
It's more revealing about the writers than it is about Daryl.
Totally.
Yeah.
They don't know anything about sports ball.
Or no, they do, and they because Roy's like, what the fuck? Why would you do that? He's the best player in fantasy right now.
Oh, fair.
So 3.7 Alexander style.
Yeah.
Lucas,
I'll give it a 5.9 on the Lucas scale.
Good scale.
what about lasagna?
Not gonna comment on that.
Oh,
No comment.
okay.
But yeah, I think it's in the Mel vein where you laugh at a lot of this stuff. It's got some of my favorite elements of adult sort of ho-humness being inflected into family movies. The skateboard is probably the least good thing about the movie in all honesty. The actual skateboard, the skateboarding was pretty cool, maybe.
It's pretty okay.
I don't know. I thought we would have gotten a turn somewhere where it's like, oh, the skateboarding villains are the good guys. They're misunderstood, but this movie didn't have the capacity for that. So I'm gonna leave it at a 5.9.
Okay. I'm a 4.2. That number's been sticking out to me. This is Mel. It was just not as fun as Mel for me.
Yep.
Simple as
Like,
that.
I don't even like Mel at the beginning.
I know.
And I agree entirely.
But now
it's a 10.
Yeah,
retroactively.
No, yeah, for sure. All right.
It's the skateboard. They couldn't even sync up the mouth.
I know. No, it's not even close.
There was one scene, like it looks terrible, even when he's talking at the same time that the voice is going. It looks horrible. But there was one scene where like the skateboard says something, and then it cuts to the skateboard, and it's just the mouth moving for about 5 seconds, saying nothing.
Good syncing.
It was a memory shot.
Yeah,
it's really funny.
But so that's our ratings: 4.2, 3.7, and a 5.9.
So an average of numbers 17, 19.
I didn't give an over/under.
I gave you an over/under on Lucas's score for this movie.
Oh,
6.5.
You were right, 6.5. I said over.
Yeah,
it was pretty close.
Very close.
Good line.
Good line.
I have my finger on the pulse of Vegas odds.
Of Lucas.
Yeah.
But not the people. The people's Lucas.
A 4.6 average.
That's me.
So. And I got 5 more reviews because we already did 2 of them. This next one's by Right is Right, but WRIGHT. So Wright brother.
For both of them? Both of the rights?
Yep. April 28, 2019. The kind of film where a guy drinks a glass of water containing a live goldfish, and we're supposed to find it hilarious. Hardy har har. What were they thinking when they made this thing? Who knows? I'm erring towards some kind of temporary mental breakdown or a secret tax evasion scheme. Place your bets now. 2 out of 10.
Be a good movie. Did I ever tell you guys about my buddy in my college freshman dorm, Fishbowl? I think I might have told Brandon about it once or twice.
You've told me.
I don't know if I ever said it on the podcast. But yeah, there was in my hall of alcoholic degenerates, there was this one kid. I didn't learn his name till years later when I had a class with him, but they called him Fishbowl because he got hammered one night and drank some fish out of a fishbowl and drank the water and all that.
He drank the fish?
Yeah, and then we always saw him around. Like, there's fucking Fishbowl. He's getting a burrito. Yeah.
Is there fish in there?
You never live that down until you do something even crazier.
Correct.
That's what people go on to be John Wayne Gacy.
No, yeah, he's probably a Fishbowl figure.
Next one is by.
How do you write Hardy har har and not stop yourself?
I know, right?
Like that's on there. That's on the review. I stopped listening after that, to be honest with you. Yeah. If I ever typed that out, I might just.
Secret third option.
It's the secret third option.
Tune into 52, 56 on the second video to see the secret third option.
5246.
Yeah. Next one is by the Super Shadow. June 18, 2021. They say, imagine a Herbie style film, yet with a self-driving motorized skateboard.
Like Herbie Fully Loaded?
Yes. Well, this is what the Skateboard Kid delivers. One incredible surprise was seeing a homemade motorized skateboard. You don't see that often in films, to say the least. As was the Frankenstein-like approach to making such a build suddenly sentient. Cool how they managed to animate the face of a skateboard, too. Classic puppetry. You just don't see this anymore. You don't see many complex escape fight sequences inside skate parks on films either. 7 out of 10. This man was blown away.
This is
it's incredibly specific log line set up for a movie. You don't see this stuff all the time.
This is the guy from the 1700s trying to blend in. He actually time traveled to 1993.
You don't see kids building their own skateboards, Frankenstein.
You don't see motorized skateboards in movies all that
much.
Why? Very
Why
unique.
is that?
Because
it's weird. I haven't seen a lot of animated mouths on skateboards recently.
I think they did a good job even getting it to move at all. They didn't have to sync
puppetry.
It up. The fact that they could move it by itself.
That one got me. My next one is by Abby Gerd.
That one was written in 1993.
It was written in 2021.
No, that's a lie.
My next
Another
one
time travel.
My next one's by Abby Gerd. February 2nd, 2001. They say one of the worst films ever made. The fact is,
Pre 9/11.
It is, yeah. So different person now.
And they're idea of fear is a little bit different.
Yeah, of course.
Before the year is up.
One of the worst films ever made. The fact that it was aimed at the preteen market doesn't lessen its staggering badness. Make no mistake, allowing a minor to sit through this garbage is a latent form of psychological child abuse. The acting is awful, the writing abysmal, and the skateboarding mediocre at best. The talking skateboard chit-chats an awful lot too. The board itself seems too clunky to pull the rad stunts that Zach does achieve. If you are a bad movie fan, Skateboard Kid is certainly worth a look. It exudes a certain Star Wars holiday special trial of endurance quality that some B-movie experts might find quite challenging. 1 out of 10.
I agree with a lot of it, but I think she's wrong about every specific point.
It's a bit too clunky to pull off the tricks. Yeah, it flew.
What was the one? Oh my god.
The psychological child abuse part.
The skateboard chit-chatting an awful lot. It didn't talk very much.
No. The board itself seemed too clunky to pull off the rad stunts that Zach achieves.
Yeah, and he didn't do any stunts on the skateboard. He just would do this little move where he's crouching down, putting his hands up to balance, while the motor's doing all the work.
Yeah, he never pumped. But comparing it to Star Wars Christmas,
a 10.
Penultimate is by Dogface99. They say
that's me.
My nephew picked this out of one of the used bins at Blockbuster. And while I was hoping that he would have picked American Beauty instead, okay, he's only 7, but I can dream, can't I? I have to admit that I was very entertained by this movie, while the young ones watched it 3 times in that same day, and it continues in our heavy rotation. It's a sweet and unpretentious little film that appears to have been made on a shoestring budget, but neither Blair Witch nor Lost in Space had the Titanic-sized budgets, and they proved to be a lot of fun. Catch this on cable or pick up a rental. Besides, Bess Armstrong is a total babe. 8 out of 10.
She was a babe. Really dates that review as a time capsule.
And my ultimate is by the Purple Duck 20.
Yes.
Oh. On November 28, 2004.
Seth, isn't this you?
Huh?
Isn't this
Purple
you?
Duck 20?
Purple Duck 20?
Yeah.
I cannot
confirm nor deny.
I cannot confirm.
Or
I can deny.
Oh, okay. They say, wow, this is the best movie ever. Don't listen to anyone who is saying that it is bad. Most of them have all of the facts wrong, which leads me to believe that they were on the phone instead of paying attention to the movie.
Yeah.
Yes, there is a talking skateboard. The skateboard is so cool. I have one just like it now. It talks and everything. I found it on eBay. 10 out of 10.
This guy's really
got Lucas.
Well, that's great because he saw the movie and he's like, I want one of those. And he bought one.
He bought
a talking flying skateboard because he saw a movie about it. He's like, that seems cool.
But he did. Achieved his dream.
That is really funny.
If you put your mind to it, you can achieve anything.
It's true.
So, that is going to end it this week. Oh, happy birthday, Seth. Jesus.
Happy
birthday. We forgot to mention this is a birthday episode.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
We're going to
didn't
acknowledge
spend
your
any
birthday.
weird amount of time on it.
Are you doing okay?
Yeah.
Good. So that is going to end it. He's not okay.
You knocked the camera.
Oh no!
Oh.
When you least expect.
Yeah, you couldn't even see him taking off the shirt because he's just violently ripping off his shirt.
That's true.
That is going to end it this week. Thanks for recommending the Skateboard Kid to all of us. Are we recommending it to listeners? You already said no.
Yeah, I'm recommending the video.
Okay, Lucas.
I'll say yeah for my fellow B-movie seekers. Assemble.
Don't make a call to arms for this bullshit. I'm almost genuinely mad.
I already assembled.
Movie seekers.
The seekers are already assembling. You're too late.
Get around, fuckers.
And I don't think I'm going to. I would rather recommend Mel. I'll take Seth's birthday thing,
glasses,
and recommend it to and recommend the YouTube video by JonTron. So,
it is. We should watch it right now.
21 minutes.
I mean, I'm sure.
And it starts right now.
You probably want a little nap.
Take a little bath. A little bath before I go work my 13-hour overnight shift.
Yeah.
I
wasn't thinking.
But that is ending it. Next week, we've got another B movie coming up, Llamageddon. It's been a while since we've done something like this. Like Velocipaster or the Birdemic seem like Like the last kind of like horror animal kind of thing.
It's been a while since we did some midget movies with auteurist directors too.
Autistic directors. It's been a while.
And Devin did say that he's gonna really try to make it next week because he says he can't miss Lamageddon.
He did sound excited about that, but I've heard that excitement in his voice before.
That's true, but he's also
I've
trying
seen
to
him
hang
a
out.
lot.
He's trying to hang out with Lucas more. So
which
He
I
has
was
hang out
telling
with
him he
me.
should do. He was like, I don't know. I don't know what to talk to Lucas about. And I was like, fucking whatever. You guys are both giant nerds.
So
Yeah,
hopefully
we've
we
been
got
chilling.
Devin on next week.
Hell yeah, dude, that's
Lamageddon,
awesome.
and then another birthday episode for Miss Marina. She's picked one that I do actually recommend you guys watch. It's called The Florida Project. Get on
Yeah,
it.
I'm not going to watch
it's
it.
my number one movie of maybe of the 21st century.
Damn. Higher than Birth?
I think yeah. I mean,
we
this has been a long held opinion of mine. I've long championed the Florida Project.
That's true. It's
I
beautiful.
think that
But-
and Red Rocket are different. They're doing stuff movies don't do.
Yeah. Well, that is going to end it. Thanks
Just
for
don't.
listening. Happy birthday, listeners.
Happy birthday.
And send Seth some hats.
Yeah. Karen.
Good, dude.
Good dude.
Later.
Like, see ya, I
We
guess.
did it.
I got to keep it casual. I got a certain appearance to hold up for people.
Yeah. And that's how they know you.
People expect. God, I can't talk. The
Genesis
fourth beer
Law.
was a bad idea.
You want a fifth?
Yeah, I'll take it. But people expect a certain amount of apathy from me on these things, you know.
What did we watch? The Skateboard Kid.
With it's just a touch of manic energy.
The touch of mayonnaise.
Ooh. Hellman's.
Nothing but. Get it out of that best foods bullshit. That's some bullshit. Hellman's are
Is that not the
not.
same thing?
I like Hellman's, yeah. I mean, Best
Way
Food's
different.
good too.
I just don't care about mayonnaise as much as you guys.
What about
do, I guess.
aioli?
I love aioli.
Oh, yeah. Don't get me fucking started on aioli.
Ooh. The fancy man's mayonnaise.
Aioli's good. I might gotta watch Red Rocket again. That shit's fucking.
I
I
watched,
almost recommended that to Seth the other day.
really? I watched
our media club.
all of the new Mission Impossibles, Ghost Protocol,
Hell
Rogue
yeah.
Nation, and Fallout. They all fucking rock. They are.
He said
What's
they
your
all
ranking?
slap titties.
They're
all 10s.
like ordering
Can't
them
rank.
or like out of 10.
Ordering them.
If I include the originals too, it's probably Fallout at 1, Ghost Protocol at 2, Rogue Nation at 3, original Mission Impossible at 4, Mission Impossible 3 at 5, and Mission Impossible 2 last.
Ooh. What's the one Brad Bird directed?
Ghost Protocol, that's my number 2.
Okay. Kalispell. Cool.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Seth's asleep.
I'm asleep?
Yep.
No, I was zoning out thinking about food.
I might try and watch all the Sean Baker movies up until Florida Project because
Nice.
I've got 3 of it so far, and Florida Project and Red Rocket are both 10 out of 10s.
I just started the script, and he doesn't have a big filmography, so.
I think I know all of them off the top of my head. He did the Asian one, Takeout. He did
Mm-hmm.
Starlet. He did what about a black guy?
So you know them all off the top of your head, and we have the Asian one and the one about a black guy.
What about the black guy? Asian one's called Takeout. That one's what it's called. It's something. It's
That's
something
funny.
weird. It's like about a rap or something. Yeah, his movies fuck so hard. I'm excited for that shit. Less so for Lamageddon, but yeah.
What about The Last Airbender after that? M. Night Shyamalan.
No, not excited.
Hmm.
I wasn't a fan of the show really. I didn't watch it. So I don't have the
Don't
same
tell that to
reference.
Seth.
Hmm?
Cora. She sucks. Or he sucks. I don't know.
It's too
Right,
woke for me.
too
I'm gonna
woke
go
for him.
skydiving and test my limits.
All right, I'm gonna put a shirt on. See you guys.
See ya.